Oh, I hope my internet connection's alright. Last week it all went funny. This week I hope it doesn't go funny. God, it's been a morning to get on, my darlings. It's been a morning to get on. I hope everyone's having a good week. Because it's been I hope everyone's having a good week. It's been full on here for me, and this morning's been full on here for me, but that's the way life is, and I don't mind it. So hi everyone, thanks for joining me, and thank you for hopping on. This is my new show time. I'm Suzi, if you don't know, Suzi Parrett from the UK. Love hanging out with you guys in Australia. I love the Australian vibe, the way you are. You're such lovely people. And that goes for New Zealanders and people from Tasmania, and because I deal with people all over the world doing my readings. But I love the energy collectively over your side of the world. You're pretty chilled out people. And just lovely. And whenever I come on, I get a lot of lovely response from you guys. You know, you hang out with me, so I'm very, very grateful. So thank you so much. And yeah, thank you for hopping on, Samantha, Lynn, Miriam. Thank you for hopping on with me. Yeah, my week's been quite a full week and all good. We're out of lockdown in the UK, finally. Everything's opening up on Monday, like all the bars, restaurants, we'll be allowed to eat inside. So it's like, yay, all positive stuff. Spiritually, I've been very busy. I had my show on Sunday with Christine Day. I don't know if any of you know her. I'm part of Unite in the Light, and Christine Day is an amazing Palladians ambassador for the earth at this time, and she's amazing and had such a great show with her at the weekend. And she was really, really informative to me because this new moon that's just come in, there's been a lot of, and also, I don't know if any of you out there, I'm hearing to mention it, have been aching. There's been terrible, heavy ascension energies in the UK. I don't know if any of you have been feeling like that, but I've been struggling with it this last couple of weeks. But it crescendoed within the new moon. And yeah, very, very heavy energies and achy, guys. And the thing is, if you usually talk to people, you'll find out it's a collective thing, you know, because it is, we are going through ascension energies, and we are yeah, with the new moon, you know, they all affect us, even if we don't realize it. They do very much so. But with the new moon, I want to say that also there's been a lot of releasing from the physical body, which happens with the new moon, but it's like letting go of past patterns. So if any of you have been feeling tearful, achy physical, not so much aggy, or short-tempered, but just like, you know, want to cry, it's all a release. It's all leaving your body, these old past patterns. So Michael, just because Michael's in the house, he just wanted me to bring that up and mention that to you. For anyone out there that's maybe this last week, like I say, collectively, if you talk to people, you do find that it is a collective thing, and it's not an insular thing, you know. So always remember to talk to people, spiritual folk that may be at the same level as you, because you will find it's collective. Otherwise you feel that, oh my God, it's me, I'm down, or I'm tearful, or I'm achy. But no, it can be a collective thing. So I'm just being reminded to say that to you, because I feel if someone's not here now, they're going to need this information even on the replay. Okay, so that's why Michael's bringing it up. It might be the fact that someone in the replay needs to hear this, I'm hearing, but some people, like I say, don't always think it's collective, you know, but it is. I mean, I'm so lucky. I have a lot of spiritual friends all over the world, and if I touch base with them, pretty much I've got the same symptoms as them. So just remember that, guys. You know, if you're feeling a bit down, emotional, just speak to others that are on a spiritual wavelength to you. You'll find out it's a collective thing and not an insular thing with yourself, because you find that if once that penny drops, that you know it's a collective thing rather than just you, a personal issue, you kind of go, you know, so somebody needs to hear that anyway. There's another story I want to talk about today, because my hour, guys, it isn't all about giving readings. You know, it is about angel enlightenment. It is about talking about the angels and my life with them, and how they, you know, affect my life every single day. I had a situation just this morning, and I'm running around. I know I've got to do my show. I know, and that's, you know, absolutely fine. I love my show, doing what I've got to do, and got all these things I need to do. And all of a sudden, I hear, you need to ring this company, and I'm like, oh, do I? And then, you need to ring them now. So cut a long story a bit shorter for everyone. I got on the blower, got on the phone, and I rang them. And yeah, there was something that really needed to be addressed today. If I hadn't have addressed this today, and the thing was, guys, it wasn't my problem. The company hadn't notified me of the changes within my payment and how I pay. They hadn't notified me. They hadn't messaged me, called me, nothing, right? So if I hadn't have made payment on that account today, I would not have only been charged, it would have gone against me, you know, like a default payment and on my credit file and all that type of thing. Well, the lady on the phone, she was like, don't know why we haven't contacted you, don't know why we haven't said. And I said, yeah, okay, but I need to correct this. I need to get this sorted, because I need to know where I'm at going forward. And I don't need, you know, anything bad on my credit file. I don't need, you know, I need this resolved. So the last day I could have resolved it before I got charged or blacklisted was today. It was because the payment had to be made by today. So anyway, I heard Spirit, the angels. I rung the company, sorted it out, and so lucky that I had nothing. I don't have anything against me because of the angels. So, you know, this is how I live my life. I don't worry or stress about anything. I get the divine guidance when I need it. Now, you might think that was cutting it a bit short. Doesn't matter. At the end of the day, I sorted it. I've got a lot going on in my life at the moment, like we all do every single day. So they just dropped it in when it served me best. I heard the guidance, and that's what I did. So, you know, this is the thing. I just release and surrender to the angels. I don't worry about anything in life anymore. I ask them to assist me if there's a sticky situation. I ask the angels to assist me, and it gets sorted. It gets sorted time and time again. You know, I'm very, very lucky girl. I've had a situation this week with my landlady. There again, it's a sticky situation over my rent and things. I got told when to call her, what to say to her, in how to resolve it. And I'm so internally grateful for her, because she's like allowed me to start my spiritual business, get myself on my spiritual path, and pay her less rent. Now, I wouldn't be able to do that without her assistance. And as an earth angel, she's allowed me to do that. And I had terrible issues with trying to move. It took me 2 years to move. I wanted to move, and I wasn't finding anything. I wasn't And Spirit said to me, you need to pack everything up. I'm like, why? What is the point of me packing? They said, you've got to pack everything up because you're going to go quick. You're going to move just like that. And I'm like, really? They said, yeah, you're going to move really, really quick. So as it was, guys, had no place to move to, didn't know, do you know what I mean? Didn't know anything, hadn't found a property, didn't see anything. And Nicole, I'll speak to you later. I've just seen that, hun. And yeah, so I didn't know anything. I just packed the boxes up. I hadn't even seen anything, guys, like on like social media, nothing. I hadn't seen anything. Cut long story short, this property popped up. I said, nah, too expensive. It was too expensive for my monthly budget. Nah, too expensive. Cut long story short, it popped up again in my newsfeed. I'm like, well, and it had dropped price. So they said, connect with the lady. She put me off. She said, look, I have someone else in place for it. I don't think you'd want it anyway because of where it is and there's no parking space, and she tried to put me off it, and Spirit said, no, this is your home. She's just got to realise that, just let it play. So there I am thinking, oh my God, I've like got all these boxes packed up and you know. Next minute she rings me, she said, do you want to come and view it? I was like, oh my gosh, you know. So I came and viewed it. I moved within a month. I was left different counties, or what you would say, I moved 2 hours 45 minutes away from me. I did it in a month, and that's all down to the angels, guys. That is all down to them. Now, if I had moved before that and I haven't had the landlady that I have now, I wouldn't have been able to start my spiritual business, and I would be in considerable financial difficulty. But because they know what's going on, and with divine timing, you know, we get frustrated by that sometimes, because in the physical and our ego, we want to move and do stuff when we want to do it. And we can't see what's going on behind the scenes. They know, but we don't, because we can't see a physical end. So that brings in frustration. That brings in annoyance to us. But you have to know that they know what's going on in the background. They're going to serve you the best for your alignment, for your highest good. And so now I just don't even go there now. I just like give all my worries to the angels. I ask for their assistance, like I say, in everything. I couldn't live my life without them. I just couldn't. And there's one thing recently that I've realised, that I've been hearing their divine guidance since I was a small child. Now, I didn't realise that. Now, I'm talking tiny small child. I'm like wee little thing. And the penny dropped a couple of weeks ago, how I have been hearing them. But I thought at that age it was my mind. And it wasn't. It was them. It was them. So I can claim, or I've claimed to work with the angels closely for about the last 30 years plus. I would say I started working with them in what I thought personally I was working with them since I was about 18. That's when I thought 15 to 18, but no. I've been hearing them since I was a child. Tiny little thing. I've seen spirit and heard spirit, but the angelic realms I didn't realise until, honest to God, recently. And the thing is, they're so unegoed, and they come from love, and they don't rock up to me and go, do you know what, my name's such and such and you're going to work with me. They don't give us stuff. Half the time I don't even know who I've worked with, because they don't give themselves names. They're not interested, because as long as you're working and coming from the light, that's all they give us stuff about, you know. So for me, I work with some angels every day that I don't know by name, and I thank them every day, that before I sleep, you know, I say thank you for all the angels that I've worked with today that I haven't known their name, you know, because they're just beautiful non-ego beings of light. They don't care. They don't care if they don't know your name. And this is the same with your guardian angel, you know. They don't care. You can name your guardian angel what you would like to name, or what appeals to you, because that's the way they are. You know, they're non-ego. They're amazing beings of light. But I don't worry a sweat nothing now. I don't worry about anything. You know, I'm just like, don't. I mean, I make Michael laugh. I know that, because I do call him and on him, and he says to me, "You make me laugh," because I'm quite blunt. I think as a starseed, this is something that as starseeds you might struggle with, and we get told it's OCD, HDD, or whatever it is, but you're just quite blunt. I've always been the same. Come from the heart chakra, throat chakra, and just tell it as it is. It's just some people can't handle it. But I'm blunt. Never mind. Do you like my mug? I'm not grumpy, by the way, but I just love me. I love the mug, grumpy. I just love it. So, Nicole, I'll give you a shout afterwards for a proper reading, because my reading's normally about an hour long, but I never know what I'm going to get in them. You might have family come in, or it might be just working with Michael and reading your Akashic records. I never know, but I can't guarantee that I do get spirit come in. That's just, it is what I get. I mean, I had a lady who I was did video link 2 weeks ago, and I had a nan in for the whole hour. In fact, we went over the hour. I don't know. I never know. So, you know, I can't guarantee for people that they'll have who they want to come through. But obviously I give a reading, and I give good readings. High vibrational, nothing bad. Just of the light and the love, and whatever spirit I've got to say. Being a spiritual coach, advisor, I can advise you, you know, where spirit want to put you. So, you know, my readings are very full on, I would say, and very intuitive, and very they're kind of, like I say, every private reading is very, very different, and I never know what I'm getting till I'm doing it. I don't have to look at your Facebook or nothing like that. I'm the real deal. I don't have to look stuff up on anyone. I never do that. I'm not that person. I'm true to me, and that's what it's all about. You know, it's all about being true. And if I don't say it, if I don't feel it, I don't say it. I don't make it up. I just don't fill in. I just say what I'm hearing and what I get, and that's that, basically. I certainly don't make anything up. But I think, you know, I've never had a bad negative comment on my readings ever. I think I always turn people's, if they're skeptic, I usually can turn people around by, you know, the way my readings are. You know, so, but I don't have anything to prove either, you know. But yes, so so let's see what I get today. See if somebody, well, there's quite a lot of you out there like a reading, want a mini reading today. So just, you can get me on my Facebook account, guys. You can connect with me at Suzi, SUZIPARRETT. You can connect with me there. That's how I mostly do my readings, through Messenger, you know, video link. So that's why I say contact me on Messenger. It's just easy that way. Yeah, the thing is, Tammy, like I say, collective energies right now, it's been horrendous. And if you're someone like me who's sensitive to energies, you know, it's not good. And there's other energies around us we don't see at the moment. And if you've got 5G in your country, I feel for you, because we're starting to have it here as well. And that's, you know, that's something else. That's something else that's very draining on our physical selves. You know, there's a lot of energies, frequencies that we don't see, that you wouldn't necessarily think affect you as a human, as in the physical. 5G definitely will. 5G definitely will. It will have some impact, whether that's just draining you or not. You know what I mean? So there are, I'm hearing you, Michael, there are frequencies also that what he wants me to go over that we can't see, that do affect us. And they want to, you know, and they want to put a label on it, but they don't look deeper, is what I'm hearing, to what, you know, what affect us. The Matrix and all that malarkey. Oh, I'm not going into that. That goes really deep. That goes really, really, really deep. And I'm never allowed to get political, so I'd never, ever go into the political realms. Right, guys, can I channel up a bit then as I'm gabbering on? I'm enjoying my coffee. Well, I hope my video link's okay, because last week it was a pain in the butt. Yeah, Ashley, Norcott. You see, it's difficult without to get scary at the moment. With people, because actually there is things out there that can attach to your aura that can help bring you down. And if you feel, I feel like for you, Ashley, there's something around you that is actually kind of bringing you down. It's like, is it whispering things into your ear? I need to know, Ashley. I just want to check I got your energy, because I kind of see this thing that's around you is feeding stuff into your ear about you. Can I just check that this is what you're hearing? Right, whatever that means. What does that mean? You've got someone next door hooked up to it. Can you just like evaluate on that? Yeah, there's 5G all over Australia now. Yeah, this is where I'm at. You see, those frequencies, they can make a difference, especially to how you feel, and especially towards if you're feeling lethargic and that type of thing. You know, those type of energies do make you feel like very lethargic. I just want to check. Where are you? Ashley, I just wanted to know, what does that mean, got someone next door? Because I just want to know, it feels like you've got something talking in your ear that's making you not feel good about you, but it's also bringing your energy down. This is what I'm getting at, and this is what I need to know. Because this is what they're showing me. It's like there's something speaking in your ear. Come on. Ashley, where are you? Oh, yeah, you got an attachment. I freaking knew it. I knew it! You see, what happens with attachments, what people don't understand, and I got to talk about it, because people think I'm nuts. No. I had an attachment for over 50 years, okay? And what it does, it's like having a devil on your shoulder, right? And it just keeps whispering all these, like you're bad, you're this, you're that, you're the next thing. And what you find is that, you know, you listen to it because you think it's you, but it isn't. It's an attachment. Ashley, do me a favour, because you've definitely got an attachment. I can feel it. And like I say, guys, we need to talk about this, because people don't like to talk about this stuff, but we need to talk about it, okay? Because this is true, it happens. For me, having one over 50 years, suffering from depression, wanting to kill myself and all that stuff, years ago, I know. You know? But we need to mention that these beings, these other dimensional beings, can attach to your aura. They can. Ashley, I need you, right? I need you to go to one of my closest friends in the whole world, right? Because he will help you. He'll help you with illness, but he'll also help you with getting rid of this attachment, because this is what he does for a living, right? Yeah, there is so much, but I still think you've got an attachment, and I still think it's feeding you stuff. You know, I lost my dad at 13. I lost 2 sons. You know, I'm there with you, girlfriend. I've been there. But I really feel I'm being screamed at. You need to go to Christopher Macklin, Ashley. Have a look at what he does. He's amazing. So go to his website. I don't know if I can add comment here. Because he really is the real deal. And he will remove any attachment that you have. He will remove it. Because a lot of us, don't want to think this stuff. And there's true. There's other dimensional things that can attach to us. And, you know, we need to talk about this more. Because people don't want to think aliens exist and all this. And they do. They do, very much so. And people want to say, oh, you're crazy, you're mad. No, I'm not. I'm sorry, but I'm not. You see, they're at it. Now, Holly, they're at it at the moment. Believe me, they're all at it. In many, many ways. I'm trying to put this comment here and I can't. I'm just being honest, guys. Don't want to panic you. Don't want to make you upset. I'm just being honest. And I have to be sometimes. That's what I'm all about. Yes, exactly, Alicia. When your vibration is low, these things can attach. But you can... What happened with me... what happened to me, because I'm a being of the light... and I am who I am and what I'm all about, and I'm an angel girl, and I've always been an angel girl. They attached to me while I was, just as I was born. I was actually unprotected, so I had this piece of since I was young. I don't even normally give them a. I can't even add this. This is rather annoying unless I put enter. Would that do it, ladies and gentlemen? I've got to say ladies and gentlemen because now did you get it? Yes, there it is. It's there. It's there. Hee hee. Yeah. Holly, that is yeah, same. This is what they do. A guttural voice. They can be quite raspy. Draconians can be quite raspy. Holly, there again. If you are concerned, please, I've got that link there. Look at Christopher. Because even with him, his hi B, because with Christopher, it's not all about money. You know, some people go on there and say, oh, you need to pay this, this and this. No, you can join his Facebook group and you can do it for free. If you haven't got money, I mean, he does everything by donation. But guys, if you haven't got money, okay, it's okay. But I want you to go on there, have a look at what he does, and you can do his Facebook, his YouTube channel for free, okay? If you're concerned, Holly, if you're concerned, if your daughter, if this is continuing thing, you know, you can connect with Chris. Do you know what I mean? But this is highly important. So his link's there, okay? And like I say, look at what he does. His, okay, Michael, I will tell you that his replays of his healing sessions do work. So you don't always have to have a live session for it to work. I would say with you, Ashley, if you're having suicidal thoughts, this piece of crap needs to go. I would suggest, Ashley, that you connect with him and tell him how you're feeling. Tell him Suzi Parrett sent you. This will help because this man's busy. This man, I'm not joking, this man is like 3-month waiting list. 3 months. Okay? He can help you with anything. He's amazing. Do you know what? I don't know if he can help with polio, but he can help with pretty much anything. I know he helps with AIDS, COVID, Parkinson's, cancer. He can cure cancer. I know people that have been in stage 4 cancer. He managed to get it out the body. So if you don't believe me, just go and try it. It's Christopher Macklin. I've just put his link for him there, because he's the real deal. He is the real deal, and I wouldn't look if I hadn't tried the goods. I wouldn't have been recommending it. I mean, there wasn't much wrong with me, but I'd had a serious car accident. I had major back pain. I had a frigging draconian attachment. You know what I'm saying? I had issues, and you know, I've removed it. Jess, the only thing I would look, the link's there again, guys. The link is there again. This man is the real deal. If I hadn't tried it myself, I wouldn't be telling you about it. He really is an amazing guy, and he's English, and he's one of the only people. Fibromyalgia, he can help you with that. He can help you with that, Sarah. Do you know what? I don't think there's a lot that he can't help you with. He works with the Melchisedecks. If you don't know who they are, they're the angels. So have a look. His link's there. www.globalenlightenmentproject.com. He's amazing. Like I say, he's been sent. He is an angel, but he's been sent in man form to help heal us, and that's what he's doing. And that's what's important, guys. So you need to know that, because I could really feel you've got an attachment there. And like I say, there's no excuse, guys. With anything spiritual, it's about intention. If you have an intention to be cured, you will be. Simple. The more you sit in it, your own excrement, and say, oh, I can't believe I can be cured energetically without pills, that's your free will and your choice. But let me know, I'll tell you, this man's the real deal. He is amazing. I would not be telling you this if I hadn't worked with him and had tried it myself. I mean, I used to get, like I say, really bad sciatica. I don't get that at all. So, Sarah, I really hope that you've, it's www.globalenlightenmentproject. Okay, he's amazing. I can proudly say that I give him readings. I'm his psychic, or his sidekick, whatever you want to say. No, he's a really good friend of mine, and he's amazing. And like I say, he's one of the only British people I work with. All the rest are Australian or American, and that's absolutely fine. But this is what it's all about, and you have to understand, guys, that sometimes I don't get on here, and it's not all about talking about giving readings. It's not. It's about what Michael and the angels want to share. It's about what they want to talk about, because to me, Christopher is a priceless thing to our earth. And for any of you that are ill out there or struggling with Lyme's or Batchett's, which is another flipping autoimmune disease, he can help you with that. I mean, what he can do, he's having really good feedback or good with the fact that he can strip your DNA out of your body. He can physically take you on another timeline, your soul, strip everything out of your body. It takes, I think it takes about 30 days. It has to be done every day. And he literally strips your DNA. And it's true, he does it. He's had the most amazing results. Jess, I told you, I just said there's no excuse. Because you can do his group sessions for a minimum of $10. A minimum of $10. And if you haven't got it and you go on and do one of his Facebook Lives, you ain't got the money. Don't pay for it. Have the healing. There's no excuse really, because he will help. I mean, I admit with you, my beautiful people, because he does this on donations and it's a ministry, he has to make some money from it, okay? He has to make some money from it because to keep his organisation going. I mean, he has 10 people he employs. He can't do that on thin air. But, you know, if you can't afford, he's really not, do you know what I mean? Yeah, he can help with panic attacks. It's probably there again. You might have an attachment there that's making you feel like that, Jennifer. Yeah. So, you know, all I'm saying is you can lead a horse to water, but you can't make it drink, beautiful people. I can give you the information and it's up to you what you do with it. That's it. That's what Michael's saying. He goes, give you the information. That, you know, he is a lovely guy as well. Phenomenal man. He's like me, doesn't take himself too seriously, loves what he does, and that's what it's all about. But he's an amazing guy. You'll like him. He's funny. He's a really lovely soul, and I mean, you know, I just love him as a person. So you should start paying me. Bless. So that's where I am. Yeah, Ashley, you know, just reach out. And like I say, you can, he pretty much, when you do his healing session, Ashley, the entity can be removed while he does it, because every healing session he asks for them to be taken out the body. The only thing, Ashley, you need to do is to do your prayers every day, even if you're not godly, because it will stop them reattaching. The thing is, with entities, if you do not keep your prayers, they will reattach. You have to protect yourself. Honestly, I do my prayers every day, every 6 hours, practically every 4 to 6 hours. But, you know, I'm clear now. And I know a difference because I've been able to hear spirit a lot better since I got rid of the piece of poo. Seriously. So no, that's a different thing. Positivity, it's an intention, I said, with having a with going for treatment. It's an intention. It's not about just being positivity, because at stage 4, she still could have, with Mr. Christopher, that could have been reverted, I believe. He did it with a friend of mine who was stage 4, but it's not the fact that she's positive within herself. She would have needed something to bring it out of her. And I was on about intention of having a cure, of being cured. That, you know what I mean? It's not, I mean, yes, that's a form of positivity, but if you're just thinking you're going to be healed, it's not necessarily in the sense of having nothing that goes with that. I'm on about an energy healing, which is what he does. You know what I mean? But yeah, of course, she would have loved to think, oh, I'm going to get better. But if you're not actually doing anything to help that just through thought, it's not necessarily going to work. I was just on about him, as in if you were going to go to him, have the energetic healing, that it would work, is where I'm at. Not, you know, that was where I was at with that. Please do, Ashley. Please do, because I know you've got an attachment and I know it's feeding you a load of rubbish. And this is how they work. They sit on your shoulder, tell you a load of shit, make you feel the worst you can feel, and then start saying, oh, you got to die and all this. And that's what they do. That's exactly what they do. And a lot of people that commit suicide, it's not always because it's them. You know, it could be as well that they do have an attachment, and if it's draconian, they're really quite aggressive and they keep coming at you and keep coming and coming. You know, you're talking to someone that had one for over 50 years, so I know my stuff. You know what I'm saying? I'm not just saying this, I've experienced it, so I know what I'm saying to be true. So, you know, please just, you know what I mean? I can see some attachments, yeah, I can. Yeah, I can see some, and some snarl up to me because I'm of the light as well. I had it today, actually. I had someone got really snarly with me, draconian, or it actually could have been reptilian, because they're both quite snarly. I just didn't respond to it because I don't want to give my energy to it. You know what I mean? That's low vibrational rubbish. You know what I mean? But guys, you know, this is obviously my show. It wasn't necessarily about giving readings today. It was about giving you the information that you need out there to go and help yourselves at this time. You're obviously awakening, and so are you, Ashley. You obviously know there's something not quite right with you. You know, do you know what? I know this sounds funny, Alicia, and you're gonna laugh. I don't really give a damn where they come from, because I don't give the pieces of poo my brain space. They don't deserve it. They're just pieces of poo for me, and I don't necessarily care, like I say, where they come from. All I know is they've got to go. And Christopher is actually, I don't know if you've ever heard of the Galactic Federation, and he's actually, there's very few people on the earth at the moment that are part of the Galactic Federation. He is one of them. They're amazing. They do a lot of stuff we don't even know about. Well, you know, like a mass proportion of our population, they don't know what they do, you know, but I tell you, they do a lot for us. They got rid of the greys, for one. There's other alien species they've ridded off the planet that are now not allowed on the planet, but I'm afraid, I believe, Alicia, if you want to know, through Galactic Federation of the Galactic Federation, it's called. I don't know if it's of the light, but I know that's you know. But Alicia, from what I've been told, if you want to know, because you've asked, my beautiful lady, is the fact they are actually in caves in the centre of the earth, but they can't. What happens is they only come out at certain times, usually at night, but they can't live in our atmosphere. So when they come out and try spiritual attacks on people, they can't be out in the atmosphere for long. They can't live in the oxygen. So that's what I've been told. That's what I know. And if you've ever had that point where you've been asleep and you felt that you got something come on to, like there's something preventing you from getting up and preventing you from moving while you're sleeping, that's normally kind of them. Yeah. Just ask Archangel Michael every night before you go to bed for a protection. So, but guys, that's unusual though, Jennifer. Because yeah, that's what makes me think you've got a attachment as well. Yeah. But like I say, please look into Chris, and he will help you no end, honestly. And what you see is what you get, very similar to me, not necessarily over-egoed and all that jazz. He's just amazing. He's just amazing. So I just really love him as a person. He's amazing, man. But this is what I say. I'm sorry. You know, people don't like to talk about this stuff. You know, and people say, oh, you know, the aliens, they're already here. You know what I mean? They're not coming. They're already here. And this is where, you know, sometimes it's a bit much for people, and I know that, and that's why I don't always talk about it, because I don't want to panic people even further. Just know, guys, I tell you this, there's good people here that do their utmost for humanity at this time on this earth, as well as the angelic realms, you know, and the light always prevails. You have to know that the light always wins, you know, it always wins. You have to know that. Gosh. So guys, if you do want to find me on Facebook, it's SUZIPAIETT. If you want a reading from me, an hour reading, yeah. Do you know what? The loud voice, it isn't always loud. The attachment I had wasn't always loud. Wasn't always loud, but I got to know it was negative. Everything it said to me was negative. And this is what you have to understand. If you're hearing, going back to Jess, going back to the other lady I was talking about, you know, if you've got negative thoughts coming in, right, and you don't necessarily feel it's you that's feeding these negative thoughts to you, then you pretty much know that you have something around you or attached to you. Because why are you going to feed yourself crappy thoughts about yourself? You're not really, are you? You know, I never did. I never thought to myself, oh, I'm a really bad person, this, that. I did when I was a youngster, I did, because I had it, like I said, I had it for years. But then once I got to my 20s and 30s, as soon as that energy started to come in, I used to flick it off. I used to F it off. Like, I wouldn't listen to it. I wouldn't listen to it. So it became dormant, but it was still attached. Do you know what I mean? So, you know, that's where I'm at. But you got to understand, all these things are lessons, they're experiences, guys. You know, I wouldn't know the difference from having an entity attachment around me to not having an entity attachment around me. Do you see where I'm at with that? That experience is there for me, and I know the difference, because now that attachment's left me, I hear spirit like I hear any physical person. I used to hear spirit, but not like I do now, and that's what I mean. Do you know what I mean? I think, you know, where it comes to, Jennifer, you're on about your Prime Minister. No, this is another order taking over the world. You know what I'm saying? That's taking over the world, and it's in every country. You know, that's, you know, it's not just your country. They've kind of paid off the governments to control the masses, and there's so much more to it as well. But I'm not going to bore. You know, but listen, if you are hearing everything that's negative and you don't feel it's coming from within you, you know, it's an attachment. It's an attachment. You know what I'm saying? But like I say, everything's a lesson, and I had to learn that to know the difference. And actually, it's the same for you. And now you, in your head, God love you, might be thinking, well, actually, this is a piece of crap feeding this to me, and this isn't really how I feel about myself. But at one point, you may have had your lower vibration because you lost your mum, you lost your child, and it attached because you were coming from the lower vibration, which it attached to you, or attaches literally to you. But there's reasons you've had, you know, bless you, things that have hurt you for you to be down. And that's, you know, once you are coming in from that lower vibration, that's when they can attach as well. But for me, you know what I mean? For me, I had it from the off because I'm a child of the light, you know? So, Macklin, Christopher Macklin, Macklin. But Elizabeth, it's www.globalenlightenmentproject.com, okay? And his name is Christopher Macklin. Well, we'll all go home when we're ready, honey. We'll all go home when we're ready. You know what I mean? Yeah, but like I say, it's all an experience, you know, and we sign up for this as souls, guys, you know, we do. We sign up for this, but we don't always remember what we're coming into, you know, and then it can be a bit of an experience hunt. Because I always knew aliens existed. I always knew that, but and I always knew that entities existed because of my experience when I ghost bust. Do you know what I mean? When I ghost bust, because with Archangel Michael, I remove attachments from property or land, remove negative energies, spirits. I do the same. I open and close portals with Michael. So, you know, I knew these things existed, but I knew I had one, but it took me a long time to find somebody that can actually remove it from me. And he's really good. He's really, really good. But like I say, beautiful people, it's totally, you know, up to you. I've giving you the information. And I'm sorry today, I haven't really done any readings, but I've followed the guidance, and so many of you have needed to hear this today. And, you know, this is the thing, guys. You know, I would not do anything without the angels anymore. And, you know, when I come on here, that's why I say to you, it's Angel Enlightenment Hour, because it's basically what Michael and the other angelic realms, and Raphael, sorry, because Raphael's here. Because Raphael wants mass healing for everyone as well. You know, there's these darker forces coming in, yeah, but we need to enlighten and help and awaken everybody into knowing the facts so you can do something about it through choice. You can get them removed, get yourself healthy, and get your brain space where it needs to be, you know? Because if you are hearing not good things about you, then you know that it's highly probable you have something there that's not, you know, that needs to go. But remember, Ashley, it is just an experience. Losing your mummy was an experience. I lost my dad at 13, Ashley. I lost 2 boys, both before 3 months. And they're lovely. It's lovely because they're with my family in heaven, and my nan brings them in. You know, but remember, darling, it's an experience. And remember, Ashley, there is no death. There is no death. None. We come in for this in-body experience, as I say. Then when the body's given up its ghost, quicker maybe at the moment than it would with all the rubbish that's here, food and water in the water and all that. Then we go home. As souls, we go home, you know. But just know that there are angels on this plane that are here to help us, and Christopher Macklin is one of them. So I'm going to give out his email. I'm going to give out his website again, which is www.globalenlightenmentproject.com. And like I say, there is no need to spend lots of money. Just take a look. And like I say, I hear you, Michael. I hear you, Raphael. Sorry, I'm being bossed now. These recorded sessions do work. So even if you're listening to the recording of the session, they do work. Please make sure you're led down. Please remove anything that's computerized and anything afterwards. You need to chill for a few hours and keep things away from you, even your phone, because they work on you for up to 24 hours after. But he'll probably say that. But honestly, the healing sessions are amazing. You'll love them. So like I say, you can just listen to the recordings. They still work, is what I'm hearing to say. And the fact that, you know, please don't give up on the angels. You know, they are here. They're trying to get the messages through people like me for the love and support for you. And know that, you know, there are people in the physical, like Christopher, that have been sent at this time to help heal us, to help with our brain space to help as best we can to get our physical bodies back to where they need to be, because we've got it in the water, we've got it in the air, we've got it in our food, all this rubbish that's put in it, you know. So know that there is a light at the end of the horizon for us, and it is Christopher, you know, for healing. He's amazing, and I promise you I would never, if I hadn't tried the goods myself and had his healing sessions now for nearly 3 years, I've had his healing sessions. In fact, I had a recording, I did one on Monday, because these ascension energies that have been coming in were killing me in the physical. And I had the session, and I'm a lot better. I'm a lot better. So I apologise if for not giving readings today, but there's been much to mention, much to talk about, and I am just so grateful for you joining me. This is my show time now, 12 o'clock my time, 9 o'clock your time. But just thank you guys for joining me. I hope you enjoyed the show. I do apologise again for not doing readings this week. But we had other stuff to discuss and talk about. So much love to you all. Like I say, you can find me at Suzi, Suzi, Parrett on Facebook if you want to connect with me for a reading, or you need anything, guidance. I'm always here for anyone. But if you do want a spiritual reading, that's where you can get me. But much love to you, everyone, and you'll see me hit back here next week. And you never know, I might get some readings next week for you. But I do kind of apologise, but there was much to talk about, and obviously I believe that people needed to hear that. So thank you guys for joining me. Much love. It's a pleasure as usual. Love your energy. My pleasure, Jennifer. Like I say, if you need assistance, anyone, just reach out to me at Suzi, Suzi, Parrett. If you like need help with the thing with Christopher. But guys, if you do connect with Christopher, mention my name, because there is a 3-month waiting list. I know, because I only spoke to him a week ago. And if you are needing assistance, Jess, or anyone's needing, you know, to be sorted soon, Ashley, please, you know, tell him of your urgency, honey, because you need to get that sorted. Okay, and if you want my help and advice, I'm here, because these things are very, it take a bit of time for people to get their head around and people to understand, you know, because a lot of this stuff is in comic books and in, you know, Superman and, you know, and all stuff like that. So much love to you guys. Mwah! And I will see you next week. Okay. Bye-bye. Take care, guys.